All right, welcome to today's makeup lesson. Today, we are going to be talking about something very fun. I'm going to play an example of it for you so you can see what's going on, but it's an exercise that strengthens our fingers, helps our timing, all kinds of good stuff, okay? Here we go. Go the opposite way. All right, so these exercises are called Hanon. Okay, there's a composer or a pianist or somebody, I can't remember exactly what he did, but he created these exercises to help with dexterity, to help with our hand movement, to help with everything coming together. They're great to do even if you're a young pianist, even if you're an old pianist, they're really good for you, and they really help strengthen your hands. Now, for me personally, my left hand's a little weaker than my right hand. That's normal. I use my right hand to throw balls, to write, to do sign language, all kinds of stuff. My right hand is my main, my dominant hand. And so it's a little stronger naturally. Okay. My left hand is my weaker hand. So that's the one I have to always work on. And I find working with them together really helps. Let's take a look at this exercise first. I'm going to find middle C. Right here for me is middle C. Okay. Now in our caterpillar exercise, we just go up and down. Now that's a pretty good exercise. And I like to add the chord at the end. That really helps me out a lot, okay? I think that's a good exercise to do for every student. It really helps them strengthen their hands. This exercise is like the caterpillar, but we skip a note. So take a look. C, skip this note and move your whole hand over. Isn't that kind of crazy? Try that again. We have a C here. Then we skip that next note and our pointer finger plays the next note. Now we only skip it going up. Skip. Now this time you'll notice my thumb just came up naturally to the next note. D. And I'm already getting ready to skip that note again. Let's take it back from the beginning. Go back to C position right here. Okay, and see if you can do this with me, okay? We're going to start right here, and we're going to go C, skip that next note. Your pointer finger is now on the E. Up and down like the caterpillar. Now we've moved positions just by doing that, and we're in D. Skip the next note. We're now playing the E. Caterpillar again, but we're skipping that note. Then we do it again. Okay, so at this point you might be lost, and that's okay. Take this exercise very, very slowly. It doesn't have to come fast. It doesn't have to work very well. I mean, be amazing right at the beginning. Just take it slow, okay? Let's try it again. We have our C here. Start in C position. C, skip a note. E, come back down, and play the very next note right there. All right, let's just work on that exercise. It looks like this. Try that for me real quick. Do it on your own real quick. And I'm going to help you out. We're going to do it together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. C, E. Come back down. Now we're on the D. Skip a note to the F. Now we're on the E. Skip a note to the G. Now we're on the F. Skip a note to the A. We're on the G. We're going to skip to the B. We're getting close to the end here. A, skip to the C. Ready? The B, skip over to the D. And finish with our C right there, okay? You can see that's kind of a fun exercise, all right? It sounds like this when you get it going fast. So that's a lot of fun there, okay? Now, let's take a look at our other hand, our left hand, or as I like to call it, the bottom hand, the bass hand, okay? Now, this guy's going to come down here in its C position, and let's play our regular caterpillar. 2, ready, go. Okay, do you feel that? Try it one more time. Now, we're going to do the same thing here, but instead of using our thumb to do the skipping, we're going to do our pinky. Pinky, skip a note. Oh man, that is a hard skip. When you do this, you have to remember, this is not comfortable. Like anytime you have to stretch between these two fingers right here, we just don't like that. It hurts, it's not fun, and it's not cool, man. Don't do that. Okay? So we are going to skip a note, though. Here we go. We're going to C, skip to the E. Then we have a D, skip over here again. Skip over one more. Okay, so it's the same concept, but it's a little harder. So this is going to take a little more practice down here. Let's try it again. Go back to that C chord, and can you play the caterpillar for me? Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, now we're going to do some skipping. Are you ready? So, we're going to play our first finger there. We skip over to the E. Come back down. Now we have our D here. We're going to skip over to the F. We have the E now. Skip over to the G. Skip over to the A. Skip over to the B. Skip over to the C. Finally, skip over to the D. And finish with the C. Yes, very good job. Now, as you're working through this, as you're doing this, it's okay to pause and go, oh, Art's moving so fast during this lesson. I don't have that much time. So yeah, we're trying to get this lesson in 10 minutes. So it's okay to pause and practice on your own and then rewind and do it again, or just start the whole video from the beginning and go from the top again. You can do anything you need to make this work well for you, okay? Let's try that bottom hand again. We're going to do our caterpillar first, then we'll start our skipping. Caterpillar, 2, ready, go. Now we're going to break open and get that guy to move to the next note. You ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Skip to the next note. Skip to the next note. Skip to the next note. Go ahead and skip to the next note. You're doing great. Skip to the next note. Next note. Last one. Okay, great job. Start working on this. This is the going up. Eventually we'll have a makeup lesson that does the going down, which is just the opposite direction, doing the opposite thing. Thanks so much for coming to the makeup lesson. We'll see you guys later.